Hey you. Okay, so I'm gonna go over this real quick. So you spelled weather wrong right there on the top sentence. Everyone has goals, weather, and that's spelled WHETHER. Whether they are big or small, comma, takes years or days. It is important to have purpose and vision for your life. Having a vision for your life is like a roadmap, and goals are directions to get you there. To say this instead, to help from getting overwhelmed, try to set manageable goals towards your overall destination. So let me repeat that again. What did I say? Try not to get overwhelmed. What did I even say? To help from getting overwhelmed, try to set manageable goals towards your overall destination. Sorry. Okay, and then you explained the acronym SMART. Sarah has a goal to lose 20 pounds in 6 months by eating 18 calories a day of mostly real food. Say whole foods instead of real food. I don't know what you mean by real food. Say whole foods. Anything we eat is food. So you can say by eating 1,800 calories a day in nutrient-dense foods with the appropriate macronutrient split according to her body stats, like her weight, height, etc. Working out 3 days a week with her trainer and doing personal development daily to keep her mindset growing. Let me know if your training booklet, has an example of this, just like a different example. I kind of want to see if your booklet has one in there. Or not your booklet, but whatever it was, like your training chapters. Action. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant time. Make your plan of action clear and gives stepping stones. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading over that. Explain the general exercise guidelines for an average adult aged 18 to 64. Include cardiovascular and resistance training recommendations. General recommendations for an average adult. General exercise guidelines. Suited needs. So I would take the last thing you said, core, at the end of that sentence. It's important that you don't overwork the same muscle group, but alternate between leg day, arm day, and core. So instead of saying that, say with the appropriate training split, with resistance and cardio, comma, upper body, lower body, and your cardio days. There's no need to say core. Because resistance and cardio is composed of your upper and lower body resistance and your cardio days in your weekly training split. So say that instead. Okay.
Mama, so you see how I got that? I did that by doing a step.
Nice. Okay. Let me go over this last question. Explain client-centered coaching and why it is effective for increasing motivation. Okay. So basically that's saying, why would somebody have a coach? How does having a coach help with motivation? Explain client-centered coaching. Okay. So motivational interviewing, active listening, and not being judgmental, allowing the clients to choose and embrace emotions, not embracing, to choose and embrace emotions are very helpful tools to use to be more client-centered. Being client-centered is simply just holding a mirror up to the client so he or she can be confident, problem-solving, and tap into the person within. The person that you coach already has the answers. Well, when you take on a client and you're their coach, they don't necessarily have all the answers. It is a major learning process of literally learning a new tool set of knowledge and new perspectives and new ways and more awareness and more triggers that they have about things, and then making progress with it. So they're learning a new skill set, is what I meant to say, not tool set. They're learning a new skill set with the tools of these things and how to realize these things. Because a lot of people don't really realize a lot of things about themselves. They may somewhat realize it, but they don't understand that it actually does have like a label and a meaning, and it's like a term that has an explanation and steps with how to manage it and cope with it, and pretty much we're trying to make progress with those things, but we don't necessarily know all of these things. That's why going through a mentorship or coaching process is going to make you realize a lot more that you didn't realize and learn the skill sets and the tools with how to manage it. And so I hope that helps. They lack confidence or awareness to do that. So I wouldn't say they lack confidence. I would just say they're not aware of their capabilities and potential, and they just need to learn more about how to make small steps towards the bigger picture through the process. So that sounds better. Motivational interviewing helps bring to the surface what the client is thinking and feeling about change and how to better support the client during each stage of the transdermal model. Active listening is bringing the conversation back to the client and repeating what you heard. So, like, open-ended questions. You always want to ask, like, open-ended questions, directing it right back to them with the topic of conversation. That keeps them talking and bringing more out of them. This will help the coach know more about the client, and it makes the client feel more special and heard. Don't be judgmental if client is sharing about a struggle or something they say. It's important to be non-judgmental, a safe atmosphere. So I'm more friendship with you. Allowing the client to choose for themselves and not allowing the client to choose for themselves. Okay, explain that. When you say allowing the client to choose for themselves and not letting your ego get in the way. Okay, explain what you're allowing the client to choose. Like, just say the client will feel like they can choose X, Y, and Z. I'm not sure what you're pertaining to. Not letting your ego get in the way. Whose ego? Your ego? Well, I guess I don't understand that. You might want to rephrase that or explain it to me. The client knows themselves best, and a coach is there to hold a mirror up and help get the best out of the client. Explain to me what the mirror thing means. Because when somebody's looking at themselves, they want to make changes what they see in the mirror currently. So people need to know more about themselves and understand the knowledge behind making progress in this process. So explain the mirror thing. I don't know if that's necessary to say. I guess you could say the client knows themselves best. And the coach is there to basically stand alongside of them and help them get the best out of themselves with the proper tools and ways to make progress in the process. So that sounds better. Lastly, helping the client to be able to express their emotions appropriately will help their journey. Okay, allow the client to say they don't feel heard. A safe atmosphere. Allowing the client to say they don't feel heard. Okay, so basically letting the clients be open with you about anything with no restrictions is the goal, because then they're going to say everything that they feel. And the more you hear and feel and see from a client, the better you can help them, the better you're able to connect with them. So, okay, I hope that helps.